some of the Crips and the Bloods, two of LA County's most vicious gangs.
Another thing, I'm from South Carolina, and I don't have the Jim Crow South, right? And I don't have to tell you too much about growing up in South Carolina, but what I can say is I'm 5'0", right? 140 pounds soaking wet, but I was often trying to be as small as I could to
shut the fuck up.
No one cares about it.
What is he? Hey, bro.
Niggas everywhere I go. The most
He was making himself small.
The most ostentatious, vibrant, loud, boisterous people I see are Sunday.
No, he probably was making himself small, but not because of gliders. Probably because he was picked on.
Probably because he had low self-esteem.
Concerning this guy, who let him out?
Stop 339th Criminal District Court Judge Tavia Bell from granting Jordan more bonds. He quickly violated the conditions, like not getting a monitoring device.
That woman right there, Miss Tavia Bell.
What the fuck is he talking about? This guy's and white people, white liberals will believe every word of this.
In South Carolina, but what
You think he grew up poor?
Often, I'm 5'0".
Fuck no. Look, this guy probably middle class family.
That's the ironic part.
That's who put him on and gave him opportunities.
Yeah, all the doors were open to him by gliders. He's benefited greatly from gliders. A black person, other than his parents, probably never gave him a nickel. Yeah.
It's really important to put out there, and Charles, you can give them your reason if I haven't.
Yeah, I want to hear from you, Charles, because that kind of behavior, that changes a person, that changes a child who then becomes an adult, you know?
It does, and it stems deep for me. First and foremost, this is content that doesn't exist. Oftentimes, as Black men, other people get to tell our stories, and oftentimes incorrectly, right? So this was an opportunity for us to tell our own stories and to tell the truth. Another thing, I'm from South Carolina, and I don't have the Jim Crow South, right? And I don't have to tell you too much about.
Nigga, how old are you? The Jim Crow South.
What is
right?
It was gliders too, though. They were rude too.
This Bama said Jim Crow. Wow.
Yeah, I want to hold on. Let's go to the South Carolina Gun Memorial right quick.
Oh man.
Hey, but no lie though, South Carolina was the first place I saw the Confederate flag. I ain't gonna lie. When I was 12, that shit scared me.
In Florida, it was just everywhere on everybody's cars all the time.
Yeah, later I realized like I was just their thing down there. It's the only way to distinguish themselves from the North. And that's really it. Because a lot of Black people was like rocking with the Confederate flag. And I was like, oh, okay. Like later as I got older, I realized, oh yeah, Black people be rocking the Confederate flag. And that's the way to distinguish themselves from Yankees. And that's really it.
Here's the South Carolina Gun Memorial. This is your Jim Crow.
Did white people lynch all these?
Right. You can't make it down with all these lynchings. All these lynchings haven't attracted the attention of Big Flint or Al Sharpton. Like these people, they need to fucking say something because
I guess Lee Merritt tied up too.
Yeah,
that's why they were so mad at me when I was there. There's all these gliders are lynching them all the time. That's probably why I got that attitude.
Yeah, she got killed by her husband. But yeah, all these people were killed by some people, and I'm sure that the white people were killed by some people too. I'm sure they were. I mean,
If there's an official,
this guy.
If they're searching, that means he's probably he's not.
Oh, they already called him. You want to see who killed this guy?
Oh yeah, show it.
In the Jim Crow South. You see who killed this guy, Jim Crow South. Let's see who killed this guy in the Jim Crow South, man. I can prove that these everybody on here has been killed by.
God.
That's you. That's cuz. Ain't that? Oh shit! This guy look like what's your face? Average.
Right.
That's average stoner.
This old boy from
right?
Chicago.
That's average stoner right here. This one right here. This average stoner. He killed it.
So it's interesting how this situation panned out. Yeah, we know the Klan is laughing. We know the Klan is laughing because a lot of people still be worried about and I used it again, the AAV they be worrying. In 2022. So when we look at this individual, this 21-year-old man who was a double killer now, it could be stated that it's possible that he has been raised to be an animal, a savage beast. That's on the table.
So I want to ask both of you, why did you want to make this series?
Well, for me, Trell, who is his mentor and good friend, and we have many, many conversations and documentaries that were negative about Black men.
Like what? Name one.
Right.
What documentary negative about Black men has been made in the last fucking 10 years? What documentary have white people made that has made Black men look bad? I bet I would love to see her ask her that, but she can't because she knows that she's just talking.
And he just said to me one day, I wish that I could find some content, some great content on Black men that was really positive. And I said, if you don't see it, create it. And so he did. He went back and thought about it and what he wanted to put out into the world. And we got together and brainstormed and here we are.
He died at 28 years old. It is time for us to fight back. And the judges need to face the facts and wake up. No bond for repeat violent felony offenders.
Yeah.
And I'm just very excited about it because just what you said, I feel like the negative stereotypes that are out there, I don't think we understand how damaging it is. But how many times has a Black man got in the elevator and someone held their purse tighter?
Oh my God, really? That's what you were talking about earlier, Angel. Like these mythical things that like this is the Black men that get in elevators. What niggas is the niggas she talking about? Never getting elevators. They're never in buildings with elevators.
No bullshit. That's a good ass point.
Talking about. And there's a white woman in there alone, and they get in the elevator. They follow the elevator, and she moves her purse, which is natural for a woman. Like a woman is just going to do that naturally. Yeah. That fucks that guy up for life, and he can't function. And he's just like, what the fuck?
Had she never moved her purse, his life would have taken a completely different course.
Right. A microaggression.
What the fuck?
I don't think we understand how damaging it is, but how many times has a Black man got in the elevator and someone held their purse tighter or they locked their doors in the car and just made them to feel like people were afraid of them? That's a horrible feeling. So this is...
People are afraid of them.
Didn't she grow up in like the 50s and 60s? Like that's the best you could fucking come up with, man.
That's what makes me wonder. That's what makes me wonder about how bad it was back then.
It's really a shame the direction our society is going, man, where comedians aren't even safe to have freedom of speech. It really is a damn shame. So with that being said, T.I.'s in the wrong here. Maybe he apologized to the woman. Hopefully he corrects his behavior in the future, because if you're going to be in this world of comedy, in this space, you got to be able to take it if you're going to dish it. If you can't do that, then don't go.
Even when you got a miserable cold, you got to answer the alarms. People depend on us. So in our department.
But yeah, let me fast forward to this. Okay, all right. Here we go. Oh shit! Damn.
Who was that? Patrice Lumumba?
No, that was Stokely Carmichael.
Oh, Stokely.
It still means a mother or father. This is not usually by television, and usually only when there are violent pictures.
People think swabs are all the same, but you know Q-tip swabs are soft and safe, with 50% more cotton at the tip. Q-tip's brand cotton swab, because a swab by any other name is not the same.
We'll have more stories like this all month long as we bring you original reporting and conversations. Folks.
All right, let me just show you this one thing, man. Then I gotta get out of here, man. This, this is salute to everybody that hit the PayPal, hit the super chat, hit the Cash App.
Remember, we used to pretend like we weren't had to pretend like we weren't defund the police because this is a budget issue, right?
Yes.
And now we are talking about abolition. Yeah, we kind of just mean abolition.
What about you, A?
I didn't go to one protest last summer.
Wow.
Really?
Not one, honey.
Tell us.
I wanted to be in movement in a different role.
That was crazy.
That was wild.
Like, you can't make this shit up.
No, you really cannot.
And I just think that, you know, in the midst of last year in particular, I did feel that feeling of like, we're here.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're in this moment and we have to stay in it and we have to press on.
Mm-hmm.
And we may not get this opening again. This time around, I felt more prepared on multiple fronts.
See, I'm telling you now, I'm gonna read my praise. I tell you,